folks in the hallway, if you're on this committee, we'd like to get started. If I go. No, I think Terry's on it. I just want to keep you guys on schedule today. I want to mess up nobody's. Good morning, everyone. We are going to get this meeting started for the Capital Improvements Committee at 10:14 a.m. Calling the meeting to order. Mr. Butler, would you like to lead us in the pledge this morning? Sure. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Could we have a roll call, please? Oh, I'm sorry. Is she on? Thank you.
I'm good. Parker.
Here.
Berkowitz.
Here.
Butler.
Here.
Coleman.
Here.
Richmond. Van Dyne. Mueller.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Moving on, I need an approval of the minutes for September 3rd, 2024.
Motion Parker.
Motion Parker,
Second Coleman.
second Coleman. Can we have a roll call, please?
Parker.
Yes.
Berkowitz.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Coleman.
Yes.
Richmond.
Yes.
Van Dyne. Oh, Mueller.
Yes.
I missed one. Should have skipped. We have a quorum. Or,
Yeah, the motion passes. Thank
Passes.
you so much. Moving on to old business, we would like to get a facilities update from Mr. Bill Fern. Come on down. If you would turn on your,
Short enough as it is, these chairs are.
I
too
know,
low.
let's all be taller.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We've had quite a bit of exciting things going on in the county this month. Besides the normal everyday, the ADF, this first slider masonry coating, is being applied like lightning right now because we're trying to beat the weather. We were delayed extensively with the product, and it really is going to look good. The building is going to be a uniform color all the way across. We were out there yesterday and again this morning. It really looks nice. That'll be the last thing that's ever done to the exterior of that building with this type of elastomeric cement we're putting on. Really nice. Sunny Hill, if you see those two little units there, they're replacing two units that are about as big as a school bus. So the energy efficiency that we're going to gain on this is just astronomical in gas usage and flexibility, as well as if you look to the left, next picture, go ahead, Tim. Okay, we have a better pictures coming, but if you look at it, the ones that were put in there, Sunny Hill must have been sized at one time to be 10 times bigger than it was, because it's like 60% oversized. So I like this project. This is one that's got me, and it was paid for with a grant, so that's always nice.
Right.
The call center at the health department is a couple weeks from being done, and we're probably 3 weeks ahead of schedule. We took a storage room and are giving them a fully functional call center for the residents of the county, which is very nice. That's just pictures of the suite going in. Recorder of deeds, land use. We're moving people from the land use department into the old corner space at 158 Scott. And this is again under construction and going great guns. We're splitting it kind of the way it was with a change of the interior entranceway and hallway. And that will take almost the whole floor out of play for a rental space.
Oh,
working
okay.
out the logistics on that. There's still 2 occupants that if we can remove them from that building, it'll free up a lease.
That's great.
Yeah,
Annette has a question for you. So I can.
Do you know who's moving over into that building from land use? What department, like what areas?
all of them, with the exception
Oh,
of
oh,
2 gentlemen.
okay.
We're over there now, actually, with the mover.
I believe
We-
it was Martha's department.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martha's, sorry.
We're over there with a mover right now because we thought we'd be able to do it in-house with our manpower and our little box truck. Not happening. There's 9 offices. So
Let me turn you on, Julie. You're number 5. There you go.
Thank you. So Bill, if they moved over from, and what street is land use on that building with the,
call me out on that.
okay,
It's 3 blocks that way.
That knows.
yeah,
Clinton.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
How many occupants do we have in that building that's left? And,
There's two whole floors, but if we can consolidate 2 individuals from land use to another floor or another area, that'll free up 1 floor's lease.
okay, that's good.
It's a rolling
Right.
process. This is
Yeah.
kind of,
Right.
Fast.
Yeah.
but it'll
Okay,
benefit us all the way around.
that's great. Thank you.
And using our own space again.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think, I don't, Bill, if you want to kind of tell, there was a reason that that particular department was what we chose to, was what was fit the best in that building
Well-
where the recorder of deeds is because of parking. and things like
Absolutely.
that.
We've got the
It was a better
backside,
fit for the public too.
and it's very close in proximity to where they were, so
Mm-hmm.
they're still with their team, if you will, a block and a
Right.
half away.
Yeah.
We'll make more changes like this as we go through and find other buildings that we can,
Right.
fit the wedge into, if you will. Yeah. We're doing a lot of projects in-house this month. We've got quotes to do a drench shower and an eye wash in our chemical room at the courthouse, which was not done during initial construction and opening. And they were coming in between 30 and 50,000. We did this for about $1,800 ourselves. We've had several sinkholes throughout the county this month, patch and repair. Probably this one was due to the compaction of the substrate just not being done right now. We're 5 years into it. River Valley,
Is this at the building that, okay, I'm sorry, the
The
EMA
first
building
one is at
over
the
on
EMA.
like Cherry? or-
yeah,
okay.
that one's at EMA, that patch right there. And that was considerable. I mean, it was hollow underneath there. The next one is River Valley. That sewer was sinking. So we're slated to redo this whole parking lot, but we're doing the 10 sewers that are currently in disrepair with a concrete 10 by 10 around it. So the asphalt won't be a factor. It'll be
Okay.
properly fixed.
Okay.
This was an $80,000 save. The adult detention facility could not run both washing machines, industrial washing machines at the same time due to a size of the drain line that was put in when the building was built.
Okay.
So being it's in a detention facility, the concrete is 10 times harder, more rebar, even on a floor in a laundry room.
Yeah.
So this
We
was,
build them good.
it doesn't look like a lot with these pictures, but it was a heck of an undertaking. And again, about an $80,000 save to do it ourselves.
Oh, wow. So that's a great savings. We'll take it.
And then this next thing was, I've been in facilities for 45 years. I've heard about these demonstrations. I have never seen one. I've seen a building fire and the rental after many times, but this was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I was completely taken back by this. So we put quite a few pictures in there.
It is quite a demonstration.
Unbelievable.
If you don't have it, if you ever get a chance to see it, I suggest you do, and don't stand too close because it's hot,
It was really, really
especially
something to
if you
see.
wear fall.
And then
pants.
I talked to the fire department. This furniture was out of a hotel that closed locally.
Mhm.
So you've seen how fast that furniture went.
Oh, I mean, one of the times I watched it, my couch from college was in that thing. I was like, oh, there's my Harlem furniture,
Harlem
goodbye
furniture,
from
oh my God.
my apartment from college, you know?
So last month, we hired a firefighter, retired life safety specialist, and we've been touring the buildings. And the amount of things that we walk past every day that are adequate, but truly inadequate as a life safety vision We bought steps yesterday to fix this. This is an exit door in the archives building that's 2.5 feet too high. If you stepped in
I'll
from,
give you a boost, Julie.
if you come from the outside, you're gonna go right on your nose.
Right,
And then to
exactly.
get out, you're not gonna be able to push the panic bar. And so
Oh my gosh.
we purchased precast steps and a railing yesterday.
Thank you.
Again, if you look at that picture to the far left, over the shoulder of that little, that monster, there's 2 of those boilers in there right now.
In Sunny Hill?
Yeah,
Okay, so we're replacing those 2 giant things.
with them 2 little red ones.
With that little red dude that
Yep.
looks like a toolbox.
High efficiency on demand.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Go ahead.
Thank you. Bill, back to that exit door. Are there lights over that exit door that says lights to
Signage, you mean? For exit? Yes.
signage?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there like anything along the walls or
It is kind of a back corridor storage way that was, I don't want to say it, but it was packed with stuff that we
Mhm.
cleared out to find that door.
Mm-hmm.
That door
Okay.
wasn't even in play previous to our site visit.
Okay.
So
All right. Thanks.
good things.
Yeah. Thank you.
Natalie, seat number 4, Mike on, go ahead. That's you. Sorry.
I just, because I saw the, says you have to set up color lights for metastatic breast cancer awareness on October 13th.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we doing, going green for veterans again?
We will.
Okay.
We
Thank you.
will, and that'll be lit up the Friday before for the breast cancer. And we've cut about 600 pieces of film. We're gonna do all 10 floors of the courthouse.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it'll be Michael Theodore, the communications. He'll have pictures out from
Neat.
evening and day. We're working on it right now, actually. Those are the fun ones. I truly enjoy doing that in the holiday lights as well. It's,
Mr. Richmond.
So Bill, I know that Sunny Hill thing was kind of an anomaly. Are there any other ones out there that you can realize an ROI by putting in something substantially smaller and more efficient?
we are working on several other buildings right now with heat pumps that will also be grant money given to us for the rebates. So we would pay for it initially and get a rebate back. I can't wait to see what the gas bill, the changes here, but yeah, we have identified fit. We're working with McKinstry for about a year now
Mhm.
on identifying implementing measures to make everything more efficient.
Yeah.
And we've partnered with the vice president of Siemens. We do a quarterly meeting now. He comes out and walks the facility with us.
Mhm.
I had that at other facilities. Now we've implemented it here where we were basically paying for things that should have been free to us in the past. No more.
Okay,
Now we're
good.
getting exactly what we paid for.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Sure, go ahead.
So what are you doing with the giant monstrosity? of
Yeah.
the-
One will be removed. It'll be dismantled and taken out at a later date. But right now, we're gonna flood one and make it, clean it up, if you will, refurbish it. To just so that when we get into that 40 below zero for a week, if we needed supplemental, we would have redundancy. I don't believe in just having one off, so we'll keep one active if needed. But otherwise, it'll sit there flooded.
Thank you.
Yeah. You talked about that it appears that was probably done is because Sunny Hill might have become
The only
bigger.
thing I can imagine.
So my question is, what if it does become bigger? Is this going to, I mean, are we going to have to add on to what we're doing
Just
here?
Add those in series.
Okay,
You can put 20 of those in a row if you need to.
okay. I was just curious how they would
I've put that
sustain if
technology
we
in
did
my
have
last
to.
couple homes and those commercials you see on TV.
Mm-hmm,
It's really remarkable how much you cut your gas bill not having a standing hot water tank.
mm-hmm. Great. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, keep going. Where did we stop?
Garrett.
There we are.
So last month we started highlighting one of our employees. Garrett was the mind behind the dessert we made for Men Who Cook, which is coming up here in a couple weeks. We're gonna do it again this year. We won 2 categories last year due to this young man here.
Right on.
And we're already doing taste tests as we go.
Taste tests.
But
You guys are the
he
best.
started with us not that long ago and has really blossomed, if you will, into running the BAS system, being able to cross-train in other buildings. We've started doing that with the whole team. I don't want any of the team members to be uncomfortable going to another building. We get 3 guys that call off in an emergency weather. I can send another guy there and he can run the facility. So we've been doing that for just about a year and he is really taken to it. Recently married, he's an Eagle Scout, just bought his first home. So he's our highlight this month around.
Thank you,
He's
Garrett.
got great hair. I don't know if anybody can tell.
Right.
That's a big thing with me about now, so.
Does.
So this is Benton and Chicago. This is this building.
Aw.
6.
When it was Sears. That's
So I just thought that
fantastic.
was, we found that in archives looking for square footage and aerials. So just little snapshots.
Just a little fun snapshot there.
And again, thank you for everything you allow me to do.
Thank you for doing so many awesome things. Julie is number 5. Go ahead.
So Bill, I have a question. Thank you for this presentation. It's incredible. You're doing amazing things. Do you work with the RNG plant and the things over there, like the electrical contract?
We are doing quite a bit with the RNG right now. We are
Okay.
helping Greg and Dave create a new building, the one that was the old GE power plant. We are making safe and functional, assisting them with our knowledge and contractors, helping them vet out what processes should go and what order they should go. And then they've had several shutdowns that their engineer couldn't figure out. So I brought a team of guys out there last week and we think we found the issue.
Okay, is that building, the G building, is that the one?
First building in front of the new plant.
Okay,
It's
And
big-
then-
it's a warehouse basically now.
okay. It's not the one that was missing windows though, right? It was
Oh,
more,
no, this is right next to the R&D.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know which building. Then my other question is, this is kind of a finance thing as well, but I mentioned to Greg about the expenditures for the electricity there and trying to address, they were almost 1.3 million in our last report.
No idea and nothing to do with that.
So, but, okay, so you don't have any,
That building, the RNG is standalone with them. This warehouse, if you will, this vacant building in front of it is, I would imagine it's not even on that, but imagine it's a separate meter and it's mothballed.
Mhm,
There's
okay,
One little 100 amp service going into it to keep the lights on.
okay. So, but as far as the plant goes,
No
you're,
idea.
it's not part of your,
Nope.
okay, thank you.
We're assisting with little issues they're having on a friendly basis, but not an official.
Okay. You don't want more?
Nope. I have my hands full.
Mr. Fern has a full plate, huh? Okay, great. Moving on to other old business. I don't think we have anything to discuss. I don't see anyone. New business, we have none. Public comment. Do we have any public comment today? Oh,
Sorry, did you say new business?
yes. Did you have something you wanted to share?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
was-
Let me turn you on. Can you hit your button, please? There you go.
So, I was just, I had it requested, that possibly we could talk about the stream gauge in the Des Plaines River by Plainfield.
Mhm.
And I know that currently Plainfield is responsible for paying for it, and they do request assistance from the executive.
Mhm.
But I would request that we maybe
Sorry.
put it on the next agenda. Is that,
Um,
I'm sorry.
Well,
Somebody shaking their head?
so I want you to know, okay, give me 1 second. I actually reached out to EMA about that particular issue because that Allison in emergency management, that would be her department would have to put something like that in their budget for us to be able to do things like that. And so my conversation with her was that there are several of these all over the county. And so we would have to look at how to service everyone and we couldn't just do one, was sort of her feeling. I might be saying that incorrectly, but it looks like Chair Ogala has something to share about it too. Number 9. So go ahead.
Thanks. You're right, Meta. So this topic came up the other day, and we do have to do our research to see what other gauges are out there, what those other gauges cost, if the county could and would want to do that, and that's a decision that we have to make as a group. If we would decide to go ahead and do this particular one, I'm positive we could probably find money somewhere in the budget to move around to do that. But it is a conversation we should talk about. I don't think it's a capital improvement issue. If anything, it'd be a public health and safety, a finance and executive committee conversation. So I think it's good to have the conversation. It's good that you looked into it, Meta. That's great. And my intent is to have staff look into this situation so that we can go forward next month with some sort of a better information and everything available.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I had promised Chair Berkowitz during legislative that I would reach out to a couple people about our state legislative agenda. And so part of my conversation with Allison included, hey, this other topic came up. What do you think? So in all of our conversations about the state legislative agenda, that got mixed in. So that was how her and I came to
Yeah,
have
that's-
that
that's typical,
discussion.
sure.
So
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
you're welcome.
So, yeah, I brought this up before and, someone said that it was capital improvement. So that's why I brought it up here. And my intention is not to just create financing or to take these over from Plainfield, but to bring attention to the fact that the area effect is so large because the Des Plaines River goes all the way through Will County. And while Plainfield may be one of the first places that flood when they get this information, other townships are also involved. And I thought when you have situations where multiple townships are involved and it's, EMA services, right?
Mhm.
So I just thought that perhaps this is something that the county should be responsible for and not putting the burden on the specific townships because of the larger geography. And I know
Right.
in many cases, when that does occur, the county can assume those costs.
Well, and I know sometimes it's easier to be able to serve more people when it's happening in multiple townships. So many of us working together are better than just one little entity by itself. So I agree. It's something that we should definitely consider. And it sounds like maybe it's going to be coming up somewhere in another committee, I hope. So I think that Judy, right? Yep. Great. Okay. Any other new business? Okay, so public comment. Do we have any public comment today? Public comment? Public comment. Okay. Announcements or reports by the chair. I don't have any announcements or reports today. And so we don't have a need for executive session, correct, Mary? Great. So I need a motion to adjourn, please. All in favor? We stand adjourned until November 5th. I know that's a big day.
What is that date?